phrase, what was it? I wrote it down here. Handmaiden to the patriarchy, which I think she means she's bashing Monica Lewinsky. I'm not sure. But this only is appealing to an ever shrinking circle of feminist women, the same who bow to the altar of trans men and keep silent when real women are victimized by really bad men. But again, it's another assigned opinion that's lazily presented, men against women. Whether it's race or gender, as long as you pit one group against the other, they won't look up at you. And this is how the Democrat Party survives, is they want everybody to fight each other over their specific.
What happens if the king of late-night chaos and the queen of political plot twist clash? When Greg Gutfeld turned her well-manicured image into a demolition derby, Hillary Clinton's reaction was nothing short of absurd. This moment will be remembered for all time. So hold on tight.
Well, we're going to ride through the show with it. Hillary Clinton has never understood a Republican woman like me, and she's clearly not trying to change that pattern of behavior whatsoever. She doubles down on this, talking about the patriarchy and not bending the knee, and the nuclear family, and how that's such an anthem.
With decades of experience in Washington and a resume longer than a CVS receipt, Hillary Clinton has always seemed invincible. Greg Gutfeld, however, doesn't buy it. Rather than polishing the muck, he makes fun of it. Her seriousness and his late-night sarcasm collided in this confrontation.
She thinks it's virtuous to have the entire third world in Latin America break through the border right before their water breaks and then have a baby at an American hospital without health insurance and then just raise the kid in a hotel room in Midtown while we pay for it? Absolutely not. We want more babies. Everybody wants more babies, because if you don't have them, it's basic arithmetic, Katie. You go bankrupt first, and then the civilization collapses. And all the policies the lefts are pushing is contributing to the decline.
Hillary controls everything, even lunch orders. Gutfeld's twist: he doesn't need a sledgehammer. A clown horn pops balloons faster than a knife.
In Washington, D.C., the giant grocery chain has announced a ban on large bags. Great, now where will I shop? Complains one large bag.
Hillary Clinton polished her legacy by taking the stage again. Greg Gutfeld, however, found inconsistencies. Libya, the email controversy, and a defeat by a man who tweeted at 3 in the morning in 2016.
For Biden starts to widen. Is it time to pillory Hillary? She's already begun the charm offensive.
Well, let me answer one of your questions, because I think that's what you are entitled to. Well, let me answer one of your questions, because I think that's what you are entitled to. 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 That's what you are entitled to.
Well, maybe not charming, but offensive. It's panic in a pantsuit as the coronation turns to annihilation, as Benghazi binds to her like Stickum on Lester Hay.
Gutfeld turned Hillary's polished image into a sandcastle, emails, foreign policy, and 2016 included. Facts aside, jokes stick, and once people laugh, the fear is gone.
Study claims that oral sex may lead to dementia. Well, my husband has nothing to worry about, said one woman.
It's a hell of a trade-off.
Yeah.
Decades of Hillary's polished image were destroyed by comedy, not rivalry. Email-related memes and jokes outlasted any inquiry. Armed with riches and power, she went into 2016 anticipating a coronation, but she was defeated by rally crowds and late-night tweets. Her loss ultimately came across as humor rather than sadness, and once you see it that way, it's impossible to turn it off.
And, they're going to try to ignore him for as long as they can because they're deathly afraid of him. And they're going to do to him what they did to me in the Democratic primary of 2020, which is pretend you don't exist. And then if people start noticing you, then they will try to smear and cancel and destroy him at all costs.
I remember what Hillary did to you.
Exactly.
Yeah, and she's still standing.
Baseless smears that repeated over and over and over again by the propaganda media until people actually start to believe it. And it starts causing some real damage.
But on the bright side, Hillary didn't kill you.
No lies detected. Fact check true. You're an enemy of Hillary Clinton. You're still alive. That's.
Hillary's foreign policy, which was originally marketed as strategy, was transformed into a disaster film by comedy. The Russian reset was like hitting Adele, Libya was a chain reaction, and emails turned into never-ending jokes. She starred in her own political blooper reel after Gutfeld, demonstrating that a good joke can cause more harm than 1,000 words.
I have to admit I'm a little obsessed with the Hillary Clinton detail. I have no idea if it's true or not, but the idea that they had to sedate her because she was having these bouts of violent anger and cheerfulness. So the anger actually kind of works, right? That makes sense. That tracks for Hillary Clinton.
Hillary's campaign was ended by perception rather than policy. A single clever remark has the power to destroy decades of seriousness and make her appear dumb in ways that no inquiry could. Scandals disappear, but memes endure forever. The Iron Lady was no longer untouchable when Gutfeld made fun of her rather than attacking.
Of marginal royalty from a forgotten European country, smugly entitled, but no one cares. Her crimes: 1, she mistook the cause of terror, blaming Benghazi on a video, seeking a scapegoat instead of assuming responsibility. 2, she treated classified info the way her husband treats women, casually disposable. In this age when there's no monopoly on mayhem, we need careful, not careless. 3, she put personal privacy before public security. The way Bill used the Secret Service, she used the Secret Server, both to create a wall between prying eyes. So, no surprise, in a new poll, when Americans are asked what word best describes her, they scream liar, followed by dishonest, then untrustworthy.
Hillary's experience demonstrates how policy can be influenced by perception. The audience prefers the joke to the speech, and politicians turn into comedic figures. Memes survive while scandals fade. Her meticulously crafted legacy runs the risk of being remembered less for her achievements and more for late-night jokes. The irony: jokes that are taken too seriously just provide comedians with more material, but self-deprecation may lessen the blow.
Half of registered voters said any Republican would be better than President Biden, prompting one woman to legally change her name to N.E. Republican.
Hillary's polished persona attracted comedians. Jokes last, footnotes fade, and she was the ideal victim. Thus, one joke broke through decades of armor.
Hillary Clinton argues Joe should be, quote, direct and forceful, end quote, against Trump in the CNN debate. Yeah, direct and forceful, just like the noose I put around Epstein's neck. If I did it.
Politics is full of intrigue, not just Hillary. Comedy defies strategy. One well-placed joke can overshadow arguments, regulations, or propaganda. Punchlines last, arguments fade. Politicians often fall to comedy rather than bad policy, and public opinion shifts whenever someone like her is mocked.
To Americans, she's less dependable than your cable guy. Meanwhile, as she implodes, Biden basks, a white knight with whitened teeth. But as nice as Joe is, it reveals the sober truth. No one wants Hillary. Look at the other options: Sanders, Warren, Jerry Brown. It's a line of loony leftists who recast past horribles as progressive solutions. And so Hillary ratchets up the rhetoric.
Extreme views about women, we expect that from some of the terrorist groups, but it's a little hard to take coming from Republicans who want to be the president of the United States. I know that there are some on the other side who are seriously advocating to deport 11, 12 million people who are working here and literally pull people out of their homes and their workplaces, round them up, put them, I don't know, in buses, boxcars.
Boxcars. So Republicans are not just terrorists, but also Nazis. I guess she forgot to mention pedophiles, but maybe she can tweet.
As she tries to recover, the fall only gets funnier. One roast wiped out decades of seriousness. Comedy, not facts, shapes history, and Gutfeld proved that in a world ruled by laughter, seriousness alone won't protect you.